Hello friends, welcome to my channel, myself Parag Jambulkar. In this video, we will see one important concept in C and C++ language, and that is pointers. Pointers is considered as a very complex concept in C and C++ language. But in this video, we will see one simplest way to learn pointers. Here, I have written one simple program, and from this program, all concepts related to pointers will get clear. Now see, in this program, this is the C++ language code. Here, same code we can write for the C language also. Here, I have defined one variable and data type of this variable A is integer. Here, I have defined one pointer variable and pointers are defined like this. Data type, then this asterisk operator as symbol, and then pointer variable. This asterisk symbol is also called as indirection operator. So this star and this variable. What do you mean by this data type int? That means P is a pointer variable and this pointer variable will have address and this pointer variable will have address of another integer variable. See, P is a pointer variable and it is represented by this star. So here we are declaring P as a pointer variable, and here we are saying that P is a pointer variable and this P will have address of some other integer variable. In the same way, here Q is a pointer variable. So by this asterisk symbol we will come to know Q is pointer variable and Q will have address of some other double variable. Now see, so from here, see next line. So here we have defined this pointer variable and here we are allocating some address to this pointer variable. As P is the pointer variable, this variable will have address of some other variable. Now see, here we have mentioned that P will have address of integer variable. Here we have mentioned Q will have address of some another double variable. So here we are saying that. Now see, in this P we are saving address of A. So this ampersand symbol is used for the address of A. In this case, address of B. Here you can see this ampersand is address operator. So it is used to represent address. So here address of A we are saving in P and here we are saving address of B in Q. Instead of writing in other line, we can also write like this is equal to ampersand A. So both have the same meaning. So we'll do one thing. Here we'll write like this and here we'll keep as it is. So now see, here we have written some different lines, separate line, but here both line I have combined. So P is a pointer variable, it will have the address of some integer variable and it will get initialized by the address of A. Here I am printing some value, so from that it will get clear what output we get. But we have to remember only two things. Whenever we are using this asterisk operator or indirection operator, we will get the value at the address which is saved in P. See, again I am repeating, asterisk, this symbol means it returns a value saved at the address and this address is saved in P. While whenever we are using ampersand, it returns address. So just two things we have to remember. Asterisk is called as indirection operator while this ampersand is called as the address operator. Now we will print value, so from this it will be clear. So I am saving this program and we will run this. Got compiled and now we are getting the output. Now see, here I am printing value of A. So A is what? 5. Value of A, that is a star P. That means, so again see, Star P means that I have told it returns the value saved at that address. See, it will get cleared from this. So one simple example I have taken here. So A is variable. A will have value 5. A will have address. Okay, as it is saved in a main memory. So A will have some address. What is the address of A? Address is this 10,000. So here I have taken example 10,000, but any address it can have. So A has a value 5 and this address of this location is 10,000. Now P is the pointer variable and in this P we are saving the address of A. But what is the address of A? Address of A is 10,000 and this 10,000 I am saving in another variable P. So pointers are those variables which save the address. So see, P is a pointer variable and what this P have? P have address of this variable A. A's address is 10,000 and this 10,000 value is saved in P. Now see, P is also variable, so it will have definitely it will have some address. It is saved at some location. So address of P, it can be anything. So in this example, I have taken 12,000. So from this, I think it will be clear. A has a value 5. Its address is 10,000. Now P is a pointer variable. P will have the address of some other variable. So in this case, in this example, I am taking address of this A 10,000. It is saved in a P. But P is also variable. P will have some address. So this address here I have taken. Even we have considered of pointer to pointer. So in that case, this address of this pointer variable we can save in some other pointer variable, and this is called as a pointer to pointer. So this 12,000 also we can save in some another pointer variable, and we have to define something like this: integer star star. Suppose I have taken some variable r, suppose. So integer star star r, likewise. So that is called as a pointer to pointer. Pointer's address we can save to some other pointer variable. Okay. Now see, from the output it will be clear. So value of A, so that is 5. Why 5? Because here we have allocated that. Then value of A, again same thing, value of A, but now here I have used variable A, but here I am showing star P or asterisk P, indirection operator star or asterisk. So see, star P or asterisk P, so it returns what it returns? It returns value at the address which that address which is saved in P. So P have the address of A, and in that address what is the value is saved? Value of A is saved. So star P, see, focus on this. Star P is returning value of A only, that is 5. Star P is returning value of A. Now see, address of A, so ampersand A. So that I have told, whenever we are using ampersand, it returns the address. So ampersand A means address of A. So address of A. So some address we got. See, in this example, I have taken 10,000. So it can be anything. So this is the address. Now you may ask why it is X, F, F. So this is the hexadecimal value. This address is shown by the hexadecimal value. So that's why it is showing like this. So address of A, like this. Then address of A, again same line, address of A, but here see, here I have shown by ampersand A, but this address is saved in this pointer variable P. So if I print P, so again it will return the address of A only. If I print P, so what P has? P has address of A only. So that thing, same thing, see, this value and this value is same. So this is the value of P. P has the address of A. So here I am printing P and here I am printing ampersand A. Now see, next line, address of P. So that I have told, pointer is also variable. It also has address. So address of P is ampersand P. So address of P is ampersand P. Here I am printing ampersand P. So whenever we are mentioning ampersand address operator, so it returns the address. Here address of P, address of A. So here I am printing address of P. Now see, also I am printing size in terms of bytes. So size of A is size of A. size of a, so 4. So integer, it is integer, that's why 4. Now see size of p. Size of p is what? But p is also variable, it will have a size, it is a 4 byte. Now remember one thing, p is a pointer variable, p will have address of any other variable, so that any other variable can have any data type. It can be integer, character, float, double, whatever it is. But this pointer variable will have the size equal to integer variable or integer data type. So p has a size of 4. Now see in this example, so here you can see size of q is 4. See, q is a pointer variable and q will have address of double variable, right? Q will have address of double variable, but size of q is 4. Why it is like that? Because q is a pointer variable, q will have address and q will have size of that integer variable, and that's why size of q is also 4, size of p is also 4. P is a pointer variable, that's why its size is 4. Q is also a pointer variable, that's why its size is 4. So whatever, P has address of integer variable, Q has address of double variable, whatever it is. But pointers will always have size equal to integer variable. That's why here is 4 bytes, here is also 4 bytes. Now see, same way, here we'll see. Here we'll compare the output. Now see, value of B. So value of B is 5.3. Value of B star Q. That means, so what star are this indirection operator returns? It returns the value saved at address which is saved in Q. So Q has address of B, and what is the value in B? So that is the whatever the value that B have. So what is the value of B? That is a 5.3. So star Q returns B, value of B only. Star returns value at the address, and that address is saved in pointer Q. So that's why it is a 5.3 only. Here we have said Q has address of B. So that's why 5.3. Now address of B. So ampersand B. Here you can see ampersand B. So ampersand B means address of B. See, whenever we are using this ampersand operator, so it returns address. That's why we call it address operator. So ampersand B, that means address of B. So here we got address of B. Then address of B Q. So see, ampersand B is nothing but address of B, and Q, because it's a pointer variable, and in that pointer variable we have saved address of B. So that's why here we got address of B, that is the same thing. See, this value and this value is same. So here we have printed address of B by ampersand B, and here we have printed address of B by printing Q, because Q has address of B. Now see, Q is also variable, though it is a pointer variable, Q is also variable and it will have some address, and that address here we are printing by ampersand Q. So here you can see the address of Q that we are printing here. Then size of B. So what is size of B? Size of B is 8. Why 8? Because B is a double variable. Data type of B is double. That's why we got 8 bytes. But size of Q, that we got 4 bytes. Why 4? Though here we have mentioned double, but still we got 4. What is the reason? Because though Q is a pointer variable, Q has the address of some another double variable, but Q has address, and because of that, the address is an integer thing only. Okay, that value is integer thing, and that's why pointers occupies the value which requires at bytes memory equal to the integer variable. So integer variable require 4 bytes of memory, and that's why these pointer variables have 4 bytes of size. So size of Q is 4 bytes. So in this way we got this result. So in simple words, whenever we are using this star, see, two things are there. How these pointers are defined like this. This is a data type. Data type of what? this q, this is a pointer variable, and it will have value of some another double variable. Then this star, by this star we declare it q is a pointer variable, and it will have this value or address of, it will have the address of some double variable. So in this way pointers are defined. Pointers we can initialize also. So in this example we have seen, here we have defined the pointer and we have initialized it. Here we have initialized it by the address of a. So here we have declared pointer variable, and in some other line, next line, some different line, we are initializing it. So q is initialized with the address of b, and in here in the one line only we have declared p is a pointer variable and we have initialized it with the address of a, and here we have written two separate lines. Then we have to remember only two things. Whenever we are using this star is also called as an indirection operator, and this what this star returns? Star returns a value at the address which is saved in q. So q has address of b, and in that address we will have the value of b. That's why this it is returning a value of b. Then whenever we are mentioning ampersand, so ampersand returns address. So here it is returning address of b. Here it is returning address of b. So that is the only two things we have to remember. This is the indirection operator. It returns value saved at address which is saved in this pointer variable, while this ampersand returns the address. And size, that already I have told, pointers have size equal to the integer variable. So friends, I hope you like this video. If yes, then click on like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you will get notification of my next video. So stay connected. Thank you.